Hello, I'm Larissa Rubijewski with Remax Estate Properties.
I'm Mike Bjork with First California Mortgage, and welcome to South Bay Market Reports.
We have a very special guest with us today, so please stick around. We have a surprise. For joining us yet again. We are here to introduce you two wonderful escrow officers, Peninsula Escrow, Nadine Pate, and wonderful Adam Winge. We've been working with these two for quite some time. Now, escrow, for some people it sounds like music, for some people like a nightmare. So guys, what is the escrow?
We basically are a neutral third party that once a real estate transaction is consummated, that the contract is brought to us because technically the contract is a residential purchase agreement and joint escrow instructions. We would at that time prepare our escrow papers, order the title insurance, coordinate with the lender, and we basically are the facilitator in a transaction.
Fantastic. So basically, I picture you always as a core that stays in between of so many parties, the two agents, buyer and the seller, title company, termite company, warranty, insurance,
and us.
Tell us about your experience with the escrow and how good the escrow can be or it cannot be.
Well, I've had a lot of experience, obviously, with the refinance as well as purchases, and you really appreciate the ones who really stay on top of things, are right on and very organized, because I've had situations where maybe they don't send the docs back. I've had a situation recently where escrow officer we had the doc signed, and a week and a half later they send it to our funding department, which I couldn't believe how long that took. But
well, speaking of challenges, Adam, tell us, what was the most challenging thing for the escrow in the recent couple of months or years in this market?
Well, I have to be kind of general because I want to respect people's privacy, but dealing with emotions can be very challenging because it is a very personal thing for sellers and buyers. So sometimes families, especially with the death of a mother or father, having to sell, not everybody agrees with the sale, and we can get caught in the middle of that. Another challenge can be distance. Multiple sellers in different parts of the state or out of the country, which can cause some delay sometimes.
What about distressed properties, Nadine? How are they working for the escrow services nowadays?
Usually now, in today's market, we are working with negotiators that know basically what they're doing, which is wonderful. The issues that we primarily run into is delay, things are being very delayed because of the banks taking their time in approving these short sales, and that's where the agents need to comfort all the parties in the transaction, because it does, these are not short deals that transactions that we go through.
So basically you have a very bitter seller and not very patient buyer.
Yes.
Most of the short sales, that's what we're displaying, right?
Yes, yes.
So your main purpose, to my perspective as an agent, I think there is a huge educational concept that the escrow brings to the plate. I think it's very important for you to understand that they are here to help, and not only to walk you through, but also educate you each step of the way so the transaction is safe and free of liability in the future. Now, you also are involved very tightly with the title company, with the county recorder, with the lender, and with a lot of different services. So is it difficult to coordinate and balance it all together? Because it's really, you are the guys in the middle of all this.
Yeah, juggling is it's an acquired skill. When I first started, it was actually one of the most difficult parts of learning escrow, but you learn you learn what people need and how to address it and how to organize it, and we've gotten very good at making sure everybody has what they need and in a timely fashion.
Well, Peninsula Escrow traditionally have been one of the safest vendors out there. So I'm not trying to sell you guys over here, but at the same time, you have to be very careful who you trust in your business with. So we will post their number at the end of our presentation, but for any matter, for any questions, for any assistance, I know that you also have on board notaries, you have translators, you have, all possible services to make your life easier and safer. I'm Larissa with Remax Estate Properties.
I'm Mike Bjork with Ferris California Mortgage.
Nadine Pate with Peninsula Escrow.
Adam Winge with Peninsula Escrow.
Thank you so much for joining us today, and have a great day.
Have a good day.